Today, we're diving into the shocking truth of commercial real estate investing. I will share with you in this video 5 truths that every investor needs to know before jumping in. So, whether you are a beginner just starting out or looking to diversify and add commercial real estate investing to your portfolio, you need to watch this video as it will equip you with the insights to make smarter and wiser decisions. I guarantee it. Let's get started. All right, here's number 1, the first shocking truth, and that is high risk equals high reward. All right, yes, that's true. You can have a good deal with high risk that down the road equates to high reward. But my question is, and you're probably wondering this too, can I have the high reward without the high risk, right? That's our goal. And the answer is yes, you can. And here's the answer. The answer is long-term commercial real estate investing. Let me give an example. We have our student, Chris here, who's invested in his multifamily and his storage buildings for over 9 years, right? And guess what? And over those 9 years, those properties have retired him from United Airlines. Those properties have set up his son and daughter and their grandkids in over the 9 years. All right. That's what commercial real estate investing can do for you. Commercial real estate is a long game. Okay. Long game. So playing the long game is how you have the high reward. Okay, Chris, without the high risk. Okay. Now, here's a wealth tip I'm going to share with you that goes along with this, and it is don't wait to buy commercial real estate. Instead, I want you to buy commercial real estate and wait. That is the key of getting high reward without the so-called high risk. Every successful commercial real estate investor has a mentor. Get mentored by me and my team by applying to be our next protege. Click the top corner. All right, here is number 2. Number 2 is buy when rates are low to get the best deals. Yes, that's true, but only half true. Okay, so the first half is true. So you should buy when rates are low, right? But you may not get the best deals. Most likely you won't, because when the interest rates drop, and they will drop, okay, there will be an influx of money investors into the market, and what's going to happen is the prices will go up, okay, and then whatever value you think you've gotten, it'll be gone, okay, or think you're going to be getting, it'll be gone because the prices are so high. So when your taxi driver or your Uber driver says, yeah, I'm getting back into real estate, it's too late. When Yahoo News reports real estate is booming, you're too late. All right. So if you wait, what you're going to miss out on is while you're waiting for interest rates to drop, you're missing out on getting started, getting your track record, creating value in your property. You're missing out on cash flow, the tax benefits. You won't be able to pay down the mortgage. We call this principal pay down while you're asleep. And most importantly, you won't be able to experience the forced appreciation. Okay. All this because you decide to wait until rates drop. So most likely you will not be getting the best deals. Okay. That is a shocking truth. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Here's number 3. You've all heard this phrase that commercial real estate is all about location, 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 right? That is so true. But that's primarily for residential real estate, like single family rentals, single family homes. In commercial real estate, we have something as equally important as location, 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 and that is use, use, use. In other words, what is the property's highest and best use? This is defined as how a commercial property is used will optimize its value. Let me give you a quick 2 examples. Let's say you have a mobile home park and there has a parcel of land next to it that you've been using to storing cars, and yeah, they're paying you for that. But It may be determined if there's a high demand for self-storage in that area. You may want to get a small business loan and put self-storage all over that land, and then increase the value significantly of that project. Okay, that may be the property's highest and best use instead of using it to store cars. Okay, another example is you may have an apartment building, pretty close to the water. Okay, and you have the ability to add 4 more units to the property. Now the question is, what's the highest and best use for those 4 units? It may be, because it's close to the water, to to go ahead and build those 4 units, but maybe use them as Airbnb units. Right, we have a student in Texas along the water that did the same thing. So she took part of her apartment building and converted it to Airbnb, and her income went up 2 or 3x. All right, so that did wonders for her property value, shot the NOI through the roof, and she's cash flowing very well. All right, so that's an example of optimizing the use of a commercial property. Got it? All right. Got questions? Simply text the word Peter to 833-942-4516 and we'll help you. Here's the fourth shocking truth, and that is every commercial deal has 2 cap rates. Did you know that? This is not taught in any books, but it is so important to learn this because number one, it's going to help you buy deals that are under market and prevent you from overpaying. And number two, it's going to keep the bad deals out of your portfolio. Okay? All right. So the first cap rate, you need to know what that is. That is your deals cap rate. So basically, you get your deals NOI and you divide it by your deal sales price, and that will equal the cap rate. Okay, if you need an explanation how to do the calculation, it'll be there. Okay, so the first cap rate is your deal cap rate. Okay, the cap rate of the property. Okay, with the numbers. The second cap rate is the market cap rate. Okay, which is defined as, for your particular market, what is the average deal cap rate? Okay, so if you're investing downtown, we want to find out what downtown's cap rate is. Okay, the market cap rate. Let me give you an example. All right, so the goal for the best deals, okay, this is a well tip, this is huge, okay, to make sure you don't overpay, that you're buying under market and you're keeping the bad deals out of your portfolio. Here is your goal. Your goal is to have your deal cap rate greater than your market cap rate. So if your deal cap rate comes out to be 6%, you want your market cap rate to be lower. Okay, and if your market cap rate is lower, that means that you are buying under market. However, if your market cap rate is greater than a deal cap rate, then you are overpaying. Got it? Okay, so you want to have your deals cap rate greater than your market cap rate. The best time to invest in real estate is always 5 years ago. The next best time is today. Let us mentor you so you can get started investing right now. Click the top corner. Here is the fifth and last shocking truth on commercial real estate investing, and probably the most controversial, right? And it is, there are no bad commercial real estate investments, okay? There are only bad investors. How controversial is that? Many of you would disagree, but hear me out, okay? One man's trash is another man's treasure. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you, as a beginner, you find a multifamily property in your neighborhood and it's a complete mess. It's dilapidated. It needs new siding, it needs new landscaping. The insides are a mess, right? As a beginner, I would not suggest you go for that property. Too risky, right? And you're probably going to fail, right? However, for a developer, someone who builds multifamily, he will probably see the treasure in that. He will see the value in the land itself. So he would buy the property. The dilapidated property, he would tear it down. He would build a new one, and he would be the darling of their neighborhood. So you see, this was this man's treasure. Got it? Okay. All right. Now, here's a well tip. you should learn as a beginner how to identify distressed commercial properties as a beginner. I teach that in this video, how to buy distressed commercial property, what it looks like, what the symptoms are, what caused it, and how to take those properties down as a beginner. You should check out this video. Got it? All right. Okay, that was number 5, the fifth shocking truth. All right, so I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, go ahead and like this video. And if you want to get more videos like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you at the next video.
I think you have a good team around you. You know, everybody was able to speak to the issues that I was dealing with at the time. And so, slightly different perspectives, from each person, but all, very articulate, very knowledgeable in what this is all about.